Hi, once again, Bill Pfeiffer speaking. So good to be with you from Marysfield. Difficult times, aren't they? We live in such times of such uncertainty. I have a nice little bit to begin with here today that might touch your heart. A wise and very holy monk was on a journey to another monastery, and he passed a man on the road who was struck by the extraordinary radiance and peacefulness of the monk. The man stopped and asked, "My friend, what are you? Are you a celestial being or a god?" The monk replied, "No, I am not." "Are you some kind of special man or a magician?" Each time the monk replied, "No, I am not." "Well, my friend, what are or who are you?" The monk replied, "I am awake." Isn't that an interesting reply? I'm awake. These days we should be praying, in a way, shake us, wake us to the reality that's happening all around us. To be awake, what a marvelous thing that is, to just be awake. And sometimes we have to pray and to be a monk in order to do that. These are times when the thing I think most is to be silent and to be spiritual. But on the other hand, this morning in my praying, I read the section of Saint John the Baptist, and he at the very end says, "I'm a voice in the desert." Here we are. We're a voice in the desert crying out, "Make straight the way of the Lord." That's a nice, simple, charge, isn't it? Be a voice in the desert, crying out, "Make straight the way of the Lord." Again, you know how all of the people who aren't doing good things, they have no inhibitions about sharing the negative stuff they're doing. So continue to try to do the good things that you're doing and to share the good things that you hear. Little by little, you never know what's happening. As Bob always says to me, you have to send out the pigeons, and you don't know where they're going to land, but sometimes they land on the right heart and the right spirit that needs the word that you're looking to share that particular day. I've been counseling people for the last 55 years, and one of the most difficult things, and teaching is the same thing, is to try to convince the kids I was teaching or people in general that they're going around shining like the sun. Nobody really believes that, and they continue to give all kinds of excuses why that isn't true. And I'm sure that's true for yourself at the present moment. And whoever you are, wherever you are watching this, I can say with absolute, apodictically, I can say with the ultimate of truth, I know something about you that you don't know about you, never having met you. And that is, you are a good person. No bad people really watch this type of podcast. So the very fact that you're available and making your heart available to the things that we share on this podcast means you're a good person, and you know that. You wouldn't be looking around to try to spend any time on a network where bad things are happening or stuff that won't touch your heart and help you to feel your own beauty, your own richness, and your own goodness. We live in here in the United States, in a neo-pagan culture. That's just the truth. That's the truth throughout the world. It's just the truth everywhere, and so we really need to come against that with our own hearts. In today's gospel, I read too a really nice section, just a short section. You're the salt of the earth. What a marvelous thing. If salt loses its taste, what can it be seasoned with? You got to throw it out. But you're the salt of the earth, and that's really tasty. Makes things taste good and brings food alive and makes it bright, huh? And you're the light of the world. The light of the world. You're a city set on a mountaintop. So let your light shine before others. Why? That they may see your good deeds. Don't be bashful about doing good things and give glory to your Heavenly Father. So don't be bashful about doing good things. Continue to do so with great determination. Good things are happening when people do that. It's not always an easy thing to do on a daily basis, but each of us have the opportunity to do that. One of my favorite stories that I used to share with the kids in school, and I think you'll like this too. Remember those who serve. That's the kind of title of the story. In the days when an ice cream sundae cost much less, a 10-year-old boy entered a hotel coffee shop and sat at a table. A waitress put a glass of water in front of him. "How much is an ice cream sundae?" he asked. 50 cents, replied the waitress. The little boy pulled his hand out of his pocket and studied the coins in it. "Well, how much is a plain dish of ice cream?" he inquired. By now more people were waiting for a table, and the waitress was growing impatient. 35 cents, she brusquely replied. The little boy again counted his coins. "I'll have the plain ice cream," he said. The waitress brought the ice cream, put the bill on the table, and walked away. The boy finished the ice cream, paid the cashier, and left. When the waitress came back, she began to cry as she wiped down the table. There, placed neatly beside the empty dish, were 2 nickels and 5 pennies. You see, he couldn't have the sundae because he had to have enough left to leave her a tip. Oh boy. What goes around comes around, doesn't it? The good things that you're doing today will become the good things that happen in our culture, in our life tomorrow. So continue, feel your own goodness, feel your own beauty. The thing I know about you that you don't know is that you're a good person. And remember that. That's the message for the day. If you want happiness tomorrow, always the truth is you got to do the truth today. Keep on going. Don't get discouraged. God bless. Keep me in your prayers or in mine daily.